Hey everybody, welcome back to Jeff Bowles Central. I'm checking out Smite 2 today because this game is about to go live, officially about to go free to play tomorrow. Today is January 13th, 2025, and I played the first one quite a bit. When it originally came out, I played it on Xbox One, and I'd never played a MOBA before in my life. Never played League of Legends at that time. So this was the first Smite was kind of a invention for me because I'll talk about what a MOBA is for those who don't really know, but it's a unique game type, a unique multiplayer game type. And so I thought, you know what? I haven't checked out Smite 2 yet, even though it's been in the alpha and beta phase for a little while now. So I went ahead and I got the Founders Pack. I hopped in for you. I played a bunch of it. I thought I'd tell you what it looks like right before it goes live. And, just to kind of cut right to the point, make a long story short, it's not bad. It plays pretty much almost exactly like the original. There are some notable differences. The main thing being that it's been rebuilt from the ground up in Unreal 5. The original game was built with Unreal 3. So as you can imagine, Unreal 5 is a lot more versatile of a game engine, and it looks better. You can build better looking stuff. And the main thing you're going to notice right away, if were a player of Smite or have been a player of Smite, is that it looks better. The character models look better. The world looks better. I'm playing this on Xbox Series X, so I'm getting it a 4K resolution, nice 4K 60 frames a second resolution. The characters, they perform, basically all the characters, playables, that I used to use all the time. I cannot tell much of a difference in how they play, but I can tell a huge difference in what they look like and that their animations are better. And hey, there are a lot of new gods, although the term god is kind of used liberally at this point because there's people like Aladdin in there. He's coming tomorrow. He's like the big deal launch character coming. Not a god. Baron Samedi comes to mind. Not a god. But you know what? They're powerful figures with magic and whatever. It makes sense. It works. It's fine. But the thing that people might be disappointed about, if you're very familiar with Smite, the first one, is that because it doesn't really play that differently, it might just seem like a reskin to you if you didn't know better. And since I just told you that they have built it from the ground up, brand new, in Unreal 5, it's not a reskin. Which means that the development team actually took a lot of time and energy to make it familiar, to make it feel like the original, which I think is unique. Well, maybe not unique, but it's a choice. Because a lot of the times when you rebuild a game from scratch, you don't build in complete accuracy or faithfulness to the original, and this just plays a lot like it. The other thing, though, and you might not note it because it depends on what kind of player you are. If you're a jungle player or if you're a lane player, you're not going to notice much difference because lane playing has kind of always been the same in MOBAs. If you're a jungle player in this game, you're going to notice a difference because the pathways are different. There's different things. There's objects you can destroy. The challenges are different. Okay. I need to explain what a MOBA is now because I can feel people scratching their heads going, what's a jungle player? What's a lane player? So a MOBA is an interesting thing. It's a 5-on-5 multiplayer versus game, although this game also has an arena mode, which is kind of a short and condensed one without all the extra stuff. Not my favorite mode, but it's fun for light, fast play if you want to just get your Smite fix. The Conquest mode is where it's at for me because these are lengthy matches, maybe half an hour in length usually, in my experience. Unless your team gives up, which happens because you lose. I'm very bad at this game. I'm really not competitive at all, but I like it. There you go. Basically, it's skirmishes. It's a skirmish line. It's a moving skirmish line all across the map. There are these towers that exist in 3 lanes, and there are minions, AI minions that are very simplistic AI. They're not very smart. and they're not meant to be. They spawn from each side and they kind of surge up these lanes, and your goal as a playable god is to escort those minions to the next enemy tower, and then the tower will target those minions instead of you, because the towers are powerful defense objects, and as they're targeting them, you can attack the tower, and you take one tower in one lane, then you take the next tower in that lane, and then you can get to the Phoenix, and win by getting deep into the enemy base. And so since it's 5-on-5, you're also going to run into a lot of people who just prefer to attack you as a god, which is fine, but technically you're supposed to be escorting and shepherding these minions, unless you're a jungle player or a solo player who just kind of goes all over the map as a ranger type. There's roles for everybody. Now the jungle is interesting because it's got opportunities to boost your team, to buff you, and it comes in those opportunities come in the form of little enemy challenges, sometimes big enemy challenges. And so you have a mixture of players who stay in the jungle parts of the map, and players who stay in the lane parts of the map, and players who range all over. And it's a very dynamic game. That took me a long time to explain what it is, because it's not complex to play, but it is a unique set of things. And League of Legends is the game that popularized this on PC back in the day. League of Legends is a great game. It's a top-down perspective, however. This is cool because it's a third-person action game in the League style. So I want to tell you that it's a perfect thing that's coming at launch. The servers seem laggy. Getting into games took a while longer than I'd like. Sometimes there was glitchiness, sometimes there was lagginess. I can't say those will be present tomorrow when it launches, but I can say with the influx of people coming in tomorrow, I'm a little concerned about the servers being able to keep up with what they've already got already, but maybe they have more, I don't know. So play it. If you like Smite, or if you're interested in what I'm talking about and never tried it before, download it, play the free-to-play version. I can't guarantee it'll work super great, but it worked well enough for me to get all this footage and to play several matches, many matches, and to educate y'all about what this is. So that's it. I'm gonna give Smite 2, which is just now tomorrow, basically coming into free-to-play release mode. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10, despite the server stuff, despite the fact that it might seem like a reskin to some. It's still fun. It's still excellent strategy, multiplayer versus combat. Like, subscribe. Don't leave. Watch more videos from me. Watch more.
Your middle tower is